In today's lesson, we're going to be thinking about how do researchers access, search, and evaluate other digital resources. Today, I'm going to teach you how to access, search, and evaluate other digital resources. Yesterday, we talked about how to become effective researchers by becoming an expert on a topic. We read a chunk of text from an ebook and then stopped to think about the main idea and key details and wrote our notes in a box and bullet format. Today, we're going to learn how to access, search, and evaluate other digital resources besides ebooks, but we have to make sure the information is valid and accurate. For my topic, I've been looking at the Civil War. Today, I want to show you a resource we have as a school in our media collection. This resource will allow us to search for more information on your topic and will pull websites that are appropriate and valid. While we're researching, we want to make sure your search is not too broad, but also that it isn't too specific. When we were looking for what a soldier's life was like in the war, we may want to search Civil War soldier's life instead of the Civil War, which is too broad, and what did a Civil War soldier eat, which may be too narrow. So now I'm going to pull up the Weinkauf School webpage, and I'm going to go to Resources. Then I'm going to click on our school's media collection. Okay, and then up here we click Catalog. Over on the sides, it takes us to different access points, and we're going to click Web Path Express. This will give us online resources. In the find bar, I'm going to type in Civil War soldier's life. And I'm going to click search. And so as I'm looking down the list, I can see what is appropriate. I can see the titles of generals and soldiers and what it's appropriate for, grades 3 through 5, 6 through 8. I can see Black Civil War soldiers honored, grades 3 through 5, 6 through 8. I see a diary of a Tar Heel Confederate soldier, grades 3 through 5, 6 through 8, 9 through 12. I'm actually going to click this URL, and it's going to take me to the site of the diary of a U.S. Confederate soldier. So from here, I can click on the text, and here is the diary, okay? And so it gives us a preface, and it is a first-hand account of a Confederate soldier's life in the war. So I would read through this and see if it's valid and appropriate for my research, and I would use this as a resource if it were. So now it's your turn. I want you to try thinking of how you would narrow your search. If I wanted to find out more about slavery during the war, what would you search for? Turn and talk to your partners about what you would type in the search bar. Okay, so as I'm listening, it says slavery during the war, but you want to make sure that you're specific in which war, right? Because if you just type in slavery during the war, the internet's going to take you into a broad search of different types of slavery in wars all over the world. So we want to be specific and say slavery in the Civil War and click search. So right here it says causes of the Civil War, slavery. That's appropriate for grades 3 through 5 and 6 through 8. A war to end slavery, 3 through 5, 6 through 8. So I can click on these resources and see what kind of information it gives me. Okay, so this is from a Southern perspective, all right? Slavery in the war from a Southern perspective. And then we have the Northern perspective because we know that they had two different opinions on slavery in the war, which is why the Civil War started. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to click the other resource, a war to end slavery. And so here is some more information on the war that ended slavery, but I'm looking for slavery in the war, so that wouldn't be really what I want to look for. And I can keep scrolling down, and right here I see Harriet Tubman, Civil War spy. I didn't know she was a Civil War spy, so I could actually click this link, and it takes me to the Kids National Geographic, and it talks about Harriet Tubman risking her life as a conductor in the Underground Railroad, right? And so it talks about her being a spy in the Civil War. And so I could read this section, and it would be about slavery in the Civil War. So today as you go off, I want to make sure that every day when you're searching a research topic on the internet, that you're not searching for a topic that's too broad, such as the Civil War, but that it's not too narrow, such as what does a soldier eat in the war, okay? So I want you to go off and be specific in the search for your topic so that you can get the information that you need. All right, writers, now that you have had some time to go off and explore the media collection that I have introduced you to, I would like for you to share with your partner your research from the media collection. Discuss what you found and how it will fit into your research project.